All right, Pot of Gold, welcome back. I'm Brett. I'm here with Mike Grant, the intern, running the boards, back in the Lettuce Media studio tonight. Fun night, terrible night. I'm excited to get into it. I'm devastated about it, but LSU goes into Oxford, never really did anything, loses 24-19. Then we get Lane getting all of his jokes off and Josh Pate saying, I knew you couldn't run on air. And here we are.
Yeah, everybody's very happy.
Yeah. I was getting messages from other SEC coaches. Big discrepancy, defense versus LSU's offense. Big.
Laughing matter amongst the inner circles.
Billy DeLucci let me know that he thought they had no chance.
I'll say this. 2 years ago, I was in this same bar that I watched the game at this past weekend. Same exact situation happened. Family, birthday, out in Texas, Stingeries in Baytown. Shout out to the Galveston peeps. I get there 2 years ago, and I finish watching the game downstairs in the bar.
So the 1,000-point Chris Hilton back of the end zone, like at Ole Miss.
So of course it was like this inevitable doom, and you're like, can we do this? Do we actually have a shot? And then, like, of course, everyone there for some reason hates LSU.
Of course.
And I'm the only one there, just kind of rooting for my guys alone.
Rootin' tootin'.
Terrible, terrible ending, right? Fast forward 2 years, same day, same restaurant, go down to the bar for the fourth quarter. And I'm sitting there at the bar, same thing. I'm like looking around like, this is crazy. Same people rooting for other games going on. And then I'm sucked back into that final. Do we have a shot here? Are we actually going to pull this out and avoid the inevitable truth that we need to get fucking called out about?
No. The answer to that question is no. It has been no. We've done this 5 times, 4 years, 5 years, however long it's been. It's the same shit every time. The little inner workings of it are a little different, but we got to coach better. We got to execute better.
Yeah.
We're paying too much fucking money to be like, we got to coach better in year 4, year 5. What year are we in? I don't care.
It's year 4 and it's
4.
over. And let me
just done.
Okay. So obviously this was going to be an episode where we're unhinged for a bit, right? We'd let a couple days go by, but during those days, I felt it was very important. I marked down my thoughts, right?
Yeah.
And just kind of close them together. They're written down. This is kind of phony because they're written down, but I feel like it needs to be stated. I need to do my thing. Just give me 1 minute. Brad Davis is atrocious. It's the same bullshit, patty cake, tripping over ourselves nonsense we've seen for years. Jaden Daniels has masked it, but now you see the truth. Look at Campbell and Emory Jones. They came in with that dog in them, and they left regressed. There was questions across the board about that offensive line, but yet when they're freshmen, they've got fight. They've got dog in them. We regress. We take it out of them. Fire him yesterday. Promote Adkins in the meantime. Fire Sloan immediately, by the way. He was never qualified, and if T-Bob is accurate in his statement about BK pigeonholing Denbrock for Sloan just for the Underwood deal, to hell with this whole operation. It's phony bullshit. It's deal making. It's Band-Aids. Let's have Hankton run the offense. He's the only one coaching worth a damn on that side of the ball. And what are we doing with this scheme? A zone run system built around a statue quarterback with a limp arm, a bum knee, a torn gut. There's no quick fix for that. Why was Van Buren even brought here? In case Nuss gets injured? Is he injured? Then why play him against Southeastern? Why intentionally run him since we've talked about his injury and he's in a healing phase? Kelly should be canned for allowing the circus to continue. From the blatant lies, he thinks we're all fools. It's been obvious since day one. Nuss is done. He got laid. He got paid. He got hurt. Whatever else happened to him, he just doesn't have it anymore. And that's the only reason this offense ever looked good. Don't get me started on Ole Miss, a top 4 team. That's it. Not one of the first teams in the league barely told us first off. That's no reflection in the stuff. They're incompetent. But hey, clap it up for Trinidad. He got a pad of stats against a defense running on empty. Keep pumping them up over squeaking by this abomination of an offense. Another wrinkle in the soap opera is Kelly's agent being the same as Nuss. So it's all politics instead of what's best for the program. And then Kelly gets up here spitting the same old tired nonsense about in this league. Stop telling me what needs to be done in this league. You have no idea. You're not an advisor. You're not a consultant. You're a head football coach. Act like one. When the hell can we just go back to playing football? Here's the truth. He's incapable. The game has passed him by. He can't adapt. It will not work here. And let me be very clear. It's going to get nastier before it gets better. We're about to have coaches canned. Players are going to revolt because BK is not a player's coach who can weather that type of storm. This is a dead end. Everyone can see it, but the man in charge, he's been playing us, and I'm officially done. I stuck my neck out for Brian Kelly for 4 years. I'm tired of the incompetence. Going to support the guys, but the inevitable is I don't believe it anymore.
Yeah, a lot to unpack with that, but
it's kind of an outline of the show.
If we were in a vacuum and we just watched the game against Ole Miss,
yeah,
I could sit here and I could say, well, if West Weeks doesn't get a personal foul, if Xavier Thomas doesn't step out of bounds by a quarter of an inch on the sidelines, if this play, if that play, the problem is it's just that shit every week. It's like when Brian Kelly was signed by LSU, we got here and said that there's going to be structure, there's going to be discipline. It's not really what's happened. There's been so much nonsense going on of like, well, we got to coach better. It's like, okay, Brad Davis has been here longer. The only person more tenured on the staff is Marucci. Everyone else was gone.
Yeah.
Everyone. I think the head equipment manager was canned. Every single person was removed from the LSU program to start new and start with this, my process, all this shit, except for Brad Davis, which is the worst position group we have on the field.
For years.
For years.
Yeah, they did great pass blocking last year. That's it.
They did enough. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Exactly. And it's just like, but it's just the same shit. We have not bullied a team in 5, 6, whatever years, probably before Brian Kelly. We have never gone out. We play South Carolina. We get fucking bullied. And we somehow, sneak that game out. Good job, Caden Durham, whatever. Played Tennessee in year 1, bullied. Every year we play Florida State, bullied. Every year we play Alabama. We are never the aggressor. And it's like I have so many people in my DMs being like, well, Brad Davis is great, blah, blah, blah. It's the scheme. It's this. You got to be able to teach the scheme a little bit better. Like, it's like anytime there is any sort of twist or anything on the offensive line, it's like you're watching little league ball type shit where it's like the one team, they had a coach who actually like played college football. So he's like teaching twists and stunts a little early, and these kids are shell shocked and don't know what's coming. It's embarrassing to sit there and watch such a talented team. The thing that drives me nuts is that there's no flow in the offense. It's literally like we're playing NCAA and we're just picking play. Ooh, I think that play looks good. Ooh, I think there's never like setup.
Except for 2nd and 10, you know what's coming.
Oh yeah, we're running the draw. We're running it.
We're running a zone read, and that quarterback can't move.
But it's like we cannot
fill that hole.
Can't run the ball. Haven't ever been able to run the ball. I feel like I don't remember the last time we were able to run the ball. And it's like, okay,
a little bit of Clyde.
Sure. Sure. But all this, then we're creeping into like a decade territory of Geis and Fournette here. We're getting old.
I introduced someone to Incubus.
What happened to the creativity we had against Clemson?
Yeah,
there was a lot of trick plays.
Exactly.
We spent a whole year.
But why don't we try those fucking same plays?
Yeah, I don't know. Why don't we have a fullback anymore? Why do we have our longest run against Florida be in a whole formation that we've never seen again?
Anytime Xavier Thomas motions in the backfield, who is our best running back?
Xavier.
And everyone knows like what's coming. And once in a blue moon, they run a play where it's like a double-ish whatever reverse to Barry and Brown. It's like 6 yards. Good. Like, let's keep throwing this look at them and try to nope. No. We can't do that. And
no, but we do.
The elephant in the room is that Nussmeier is not healthy.
Nuss looks awful.
It's not even close. Like, I legitimately at some point tonight want to go back. I specifically shut it down on Sunday. I just watched the Ryder Cup. I just wanted nothing to do with it. I didn't really listen. I see the Pate clips and stuff like that, but I tried.
That's paid hate. That's paid hate. That's propaganda from Alabama.
I don't care. I'm just saying, like, I tried to like block out the noise and come up with my own like thoughts and opinions and not let, Matt Flynn sway me, not let T-Bob, which T-Bob's been saying that shit for a while and nobody's backed them up. So I don't know if it's true or not. I don't really care.
He's got it on good accord.
Well, I specifically remember watching a live stream with him and Moscona. Moscona's like, that didn't happen. And he's like, no, I'll tell you after. And like, I don't know. I don't care. But what I'm trying to say is like, I just blocked it out yesterday. Didn't do anything. I watched the first half before I showed up here tonight, and it pissed me off so bad.
Yeah, you can't do that.
5 plays, I think, was the longest drive we had in the first half.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. This is a terrible defense. Ole Miss had a terrible defense,
and they could just rush three, and it didn't matter.
3. We looked like we were tripping on ourselves.
Crazy.
The O line looks like you just take still frames from end zone shots. You're like, what is happening here? There's 3 people right there. How are we not running the football here? Make them bring everybody in. I don't care if you stuff it 3 times.
We're not the aggressor. Even when we're running, we're like, well, shit, we got to bring Power Sharp in here to hope to.
But how come it takes to get to this point before everyone in the world is verified? I mean, like, this is a verification of everything we've been saying. The O-line sucks. The running game's not there. Hopefully this is the week where it's like, hey, now it makes sense. Like they just needed time to develop. I'm not giving it any longer. It's bullshit. They're not doing anything to change. Kern gets in there and he looks great.
Yeah.
What's that about?
That was weird. Oh, Weston Davis got hurt in warmups. Strange.
So does anyone get fired? You were about to say something.
I thought
I forgot.
That's okay. You're into it. You're enjoying the podcast is what's happening right now.
I think it's compound. I am enjoying the podcast. This setup's great to be able to just watch the banter.
I never thought we'd be sitting here talking about Nuss being the liability of this team.
It's crazy.
So the running game is compounded with the injury, obviously. Like the defense.
But we've never been able to fucking run the ball. Logan Diggs left his best buddy, Brian Kelly, because he knew we couldn't run the fucking ball.
100%. We still
Durham
we would still
no, we would good in those shades.
We would still have running game issues. But we would still be a whole lot better if we knew Nuss wasn't dealing with some sort of ailment.
Yeah.
Like we would have won that game if Nuss was a normal 100% healthy.
It's
like
insane.
even in spite of our running game.
In spite of the running game. But it was in spite of our running game last year. And
it's a problem. I'm not defending it.
We overcame it because Nuss had a fucking rifle
and overcame it by being 8-4 or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, so that was our only hope going into this year was like if he was able to overcome the awful running game last year and we still were able to pull out 8 games with a pathetic defense, he was putting up numbers because he was ripping it. But now you fast forward, he can't rip it at all. The interception, like wide open in the end zone. Do we have a player? The Hilton interception. Like he had pulled away and was so fast to come back and be like, what the hell?
Dude,
like you're throwing me a punt.
The best play of the game was I think the second drive, a deep ball to Xavion. The ball was in the air for a fucking hour.
Yeah. It's way too long. Even the balls to the running backs.
Yeah.
It's like I can predict the result.
Everything is back. It's like there was never been a question that this dude can fucking sling the ball. It's been talked about for years. We saw him in the Arkansas game as a freshman, just coming in, throwing in 20 degrees, just zipping it around. You're like, holy shit, this guy's got a gun. It's not there.
Please find me the play of Nussmeier against Georgia in the SEC championship where he spins out of like multiple sacks. He's hauling ass down the sideline, throws across his body deep down the field to Malik Neighbors, maybe.
Probably.
I forgot who it was at the time, but like no shot is that happening this year. The minute anyone gets free into the backfield, it's game over. He's not getting away from anybody. He's not spinning out of anything.
Well, dude, it was in the second quarter, we get a snap, like the Ole Miss defensive line jumps off sides, free play. And this ball to Chris Hilton is 10 yards underthrown. Like it's insane. And it's like, again, like you said, if you were sitting here telling me 4 or 5 weeks ago that it was like, Nussmeier, we got to figure out what to do with him. It's like, it's insane.
But but apparently we've been seeing this shit. How come the reports are coming out like where Dixon said it? I was there a few times at practice. Nuss never threw the football.
Yeah, there was a time, and They did a scrimmage where it was only runs.
So this isn't new.
My God, how bad was that scrimmage if it was only runs? Like, just shoot me.
But they're not even scrimmaging. Like all these reports, they have no pads on.
Yeah.
So like, what are we talking about?
No, I'm done.
The scheme. What is the scheme? You were running a scheme based on an offensive coordinator trying to learn the ropes. So he's like, this is what I know how to run. I have no clue what to do if we can't run the football. I have no clue what to do if Nussmeier's hurt. There's no adjustments. There's no creativity, thinking outside the box. There's no trust in bringing in a backup quarterback who has SEC experience. What is he here for? How long? How many plays do we need to see Nuss look terrible? And it's not just the decision making; it's the strength. It's totally gone, and the players are now feeling that. You look. I mean, Hilton's always been kind of theatrical, but there was a point in time where like you can see him just like what the. And then the slow motion of the interception.
I was going to say, you see Xavier Thomas in the background, has his hands on his hips, like, what?
What is like wide open, streaking across? Yeah.
You threw it to the 3 guys that were in the exact same. It's crazy.
And then like, if he wants to dial it back, people are like Sharp is wide open on the check down. Not that he would ever catch it.
And I was fully prepared and ready.
Tired of Sharp.
Yeah. For Nuss to throw some of these picks this year. I just thought
up by 40.
Hilton and all these guys would be also catching 60-yard touchdowns and like running free into the end zone, doing some dick wiggling dances. Like that's what I was anticipating happening. So it is crazy. Things have to change. Like Sloan out, Brad Davis gone, Frank Wilson stays, Hankton. I don't know. Fuck.
Yeah, keep him around.
Hankton's probably
he knows how to block. He knows how to coach blocking. Listen, I'm stumbling over my words already. Here's the deal about Nuss: bench his ass until he can earn it.
Yeah.
If it's not an injury and it's truly
here's your play.
Let's watch this play. Well, not that one, but it might be coming up, right?
That's your Ray Jenkins.
Yeah, I think it's the next.
Jenkins might be the one that he threw the bomb to.
Yeah, well, that's not here.
He doesn't have that zip.
I think it's
here.
It must be on this drive.
It's
this one. Yeah.
4th down. Yep. Whoop.
Look at the nose of the ball come down on
that. He can't throw from a perfect pocket that throw right now.
You notice the nose of his balls, like they're floating straight up.
So it's just insane. Like literally, I'm tired of being fucking lied to for one.
Yes, that's the other problem.
And it's just crazy because you have Southeastern. Like literally, you spend the entire Southeastern game getting Van Buren prepped to play on the road against Ole Miss, and it's like, hey, we're going to be running options and zone reads more, and we're going to work on this, and then hope that by the end of the bye week, you have this like 3-week window of Nuss to not do anything and get healthy, or maybe they just know it's never going to get healthy, but it's like then you've just flushed your potential national championship down the drain. And it's like, if you take a step back, one loss is not a deal breaker in college football anymore.
That's not what this is about.
Agreed. I'm just saying, like, there's just opportunities to get in the playoffs and still like reach all your goals, et cetera, et cetera.
You know what?
But
you're spoiled. You're spoiled.
Yeah,
spoiled.
You're damn right.
But
this isn't Notre Dame, buddy.
There's zero confidence that, like, I mean, LSU's got so many tougher games on their schedule. I have zero. LSU can win or lose every game on their schedule, not named Western Kentucky. It wouldn't shock me if we can't fucking block South Carolina and Nuss can't throw the ball, because I sure as shit know we can't run the ball. So then we're going to be in a defensive battle with Beamer. Fucking shoot me.
Yeah.
They're worse running than we are.
I mean, A&M's coming to town. Do you think they're going to be? I mean, again, I
mobile
trust our
quarterback.
defense. Shout out to the defense. It sucks that they didn't play perfect, but they were on the field all fucking game.
They were playing against the first elite offense that we've seen all season. I'm not going to take anything away from Trinidad Chambliss, right? Regardless of some of the mistakes we made on defense, the guys were absolutely gassed the entire time. Every time there was a break, they went right back on the field. Every time there was a turnover,
when there's a 5-play drive, it's like, dude, in the first half, it's like, fuck, Ole Miss scored. Okay, well, like maybe we can get 3, but let's just like run this into half. Have zero shot of that happening, so we punt it back and give up another score right before half, and it's like game over.
Yeah.
Game over. It's frustrating. It happens all the time. But it's like we were in such a position to have not played that well and be up 14-3 in that game and have Chambliss be rattled and the defense maybe, playing a little more fresh. But instead, Nuss throws an awful pick. Dude, the fucking touchdown to Trey Green should have been a pick.
That
wasn't
crazy.
even close.
Insane. I'm sure Trey was like, what is that? Like, why am I jumping?
He slaps at it.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Throws a bullet to Trey Green. At his
That
waist.
was not a bullet.
Yeah. Yeah, I know exactly.
Airsoft.
Throws an airsoft to his gut. No. So 24 points. So listen, like for as many yards, whatever, raw stats we want to talk about this freaking offense, they put up 24 points. I was sitting here last week saying it's going to be a 17 or 20 to 24 point defensive performance, and that would be great.
I would have signed up if on Saturday morning for Ole Miss 24. I would have signed up every time.
Absolutely, and that's what they got.
And again, it's like
you had
the Halsey punch out that was potentially another score, but
it's a play.
It's like
it's a great hustle play by the defense.
Great play. I'm just saying it's not like the defense played lights out, whatever, but it's like they did enough to win the game.
They did some bonehead things for the first time in a while.
Put that picture up. I just sent you text message.
But
some rumors on message boards flying around
like
about
right now
about Baker.
Oh, Arkansas?
No, this was Bama. I sent you that this morning. Was that not Arkansas? You're like, good for him. Get him out of here.
Said Bama.
No, Hog Sport.
It's Hog Sports.
It's Arkansas.
Okay. I thought this was a Bama post. I was like, damn, this guy.
No. There was a message board post essentially saying Blake Baker's interested in the Arkansas job.
Blake is a hell of a coach, player, and a human. I don't know if he's ready for it, and I prefer some of the other options. Family friends with Baker family. Baker's interested. An agent is actively reaching out.
I know it sounds crazy. I would be so fine with trusting that Blake Baker's a Marcus Freeman type dude that we could like roll in. The problem is with Scott Woodward, that's not going to happen.
Not going to happen.
So if Blake Baker decides to take a head coaching job somewhere, fine, then fucking we'll probably have Jimbo or Dabo or some crap like that.
There's no way we can go backwards like that. We just got our Dabo, we got our Jimbo, like we
would have to go young.
I mean, I think the answer is Lane Kiffin.
It's just that's not going to happen.
Why?
He doesn't want LSU's job.
Oh, Lane would be in Baton Rouge before the fucking call from Woodward came through. Are you kidding me?
Dinkelman, who's the guy?
Eli Drinkowitz?
No, the Arizona State guy. That's who they're going to call.
I don't know.
Dinowitz.
I
don't know.
Denbrock.
No, it would. I legitimately think Lane would be like option one, and Lane would fucking run to Baton Rouge if that's what it took.
It'd be nice to see an offense again.
I'm not even saying that's who. Like I would probably say get Lane, but I just think that's what would happen.
Get anyone right now.
I'm
tired. I'm over Brian. Get anyone right now. But unfortunately, it's not happening anytime soon.
Yeah, I think it's like we're gonna have next year. Brian Kelly will be the coach. I think that will be his last season.
Yeah, and we'll turn into Tennessee.
Hopefully
so maybe we get a Kiffin.
Gruden.
It's bad, man. Bad news bears.
But yeah,
can we fix this? Can this be fixed?
I mean, I think it hinges on us.
Let's talk about the rest of the season. I mean, if we look at let's see.
Harlan Berry looked good.
Yeah. That 2-point conversion.
What are you doing?
That's the best play we got.
Bauer Sharp get annihilated.
That's the best play we got.
Yeah, we're gonna save our running game for the 2-point conversion.
We gotta have this 2 points, boys. It did make me sad that Lane didn't try the long field goal because it would have felt so scummy for us to get the ball at the 50 down 5 with like 2 minutes left.
Let's look at this. I think we beat South Carolina. I mean, you can scoff at that.
I think South Carolina sucks.
That's what I'm saying. I think we beat them.
I think you have
how many points do we score?
It's not going to matter.
17.
Our defense is, as long as our defense is healthy, we're beating South Carolina.
We just saw this. We just saw this.
I know. What I'm saying is South Carolina's on the same path as Clemson and Florida. Like we can beat them.
We
can they beat us?
We should be able to.
We're at home. Like I think.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a great environment. I'm sure.
I think it still makes it
fucking empty at halftime.
What are you basing this off of? A healthy Nuss?
healthier.
If the same fucking team,
let's think about this.
Ole Miss is not good. Like they're not like they're not this number 4 team.
But nobody's good.
Kind of ass.
But nobody's
South
good.
Carolina's D-line is good.
Nobody's good, right? And we were within a 1-score game of South Carolina. As bad as that game was,
Ole Miss.
With Ole Miss, we should be within a 1-score by winning by a score. We should beat South Carolina at home with the same team we just played with and everything. South Carolina's not as good as Ole Miss.
If that exact same offense shows up in
we will
2
beat
weeks
South Carolina.
against South Carolina, we will lose to South Carolina
easily.
But Ole Miss is way better offensively than South Carolina.
South Carolina is way better defensively than Ole Miss.
Yes.
Like, it's not just going to be us. Like,
I have no worries about our defense. Can we fucking score 14?
We need to score 17, 10.
That's tough. That's very tough.
We scored
our defense has scored
19.
3 touchdowns.
And their defense may score a couple as well.
They're going to block punts.
They could. I think we beat South Carolina. I mean, I'm just saying.
I'm not saying that's an automatic loss.
We're just saying you can scoff at that all you want. Like it's a guarantee. It's no guarantee.
I think it pretty much is.
Okay.
Okay. Fuck.
All right.
The spread will show it.
Yeah. Maybe
LSU -6.
We're talking about our quarterback possibly having surgery.
Yeah. I mean,
we don't know what's happening right now.
We don't. But I think regardless,
I feel better if Van Buren was starting. As crazy as that sounds.
Van Buren needs to be prepped right now. For the next 2 weeks, we need to be practicing Van Buren to start this game. How much worse can it get with Van Buren?
It can't.
If that's what we saw from Nuss.
It's not like Nuss isn't throwing the dumb picks. So it's like it can't. He can probably help you with his legs. Look, I still will sit here and bang the table and say if Garrett Nussmeier's healthy, he's the best quarterback in college football this year. He's not
the guy. He's not the guy. He has to earn it back. If it's the health thing, rehab it back. If it's not a health thing, you're benched. Earn it back. You're not the guy right now. And I know it's so difficult for us to swallow, meaning Kelly. Like, this is a blatant, like, I can't bench the leader of my team.
But you're also
like, you're losing.
This is a detriment to Garrett Nussmeier.
But
he's
it's also
a 6th-round draft pick with the tape we've seen.
Yes, exactly.
So it's not like you're protecting your guy. You're almost making it worse. Like, hey, don't talk about injuries. I'm going to say you're fine. Everyone else can see that you're not.
What was the quote on Feinbaum where he was like, I would have made a different decision if I know the information I know now?
I don't know.
Like, what does that mean?
That maybe he would have fired Sloan before they left,
or maybe the injury is way worse and someone lied to him, so it's someone else's fault. But like,
I agree. It's
all
ridiculous.
of this is also, it doesn't matter because the whole operation stinks on the offensive side of the ball, and it's all about the coordination. Brian Kelly's not stepping in. Like, the Underwood situation completely screwed us. Yes, we got a ton of money to pay for our defense. Go back and you look at the series of events that got Joe Sloan this promotion, got Denbrock out of here. The offense looked like shit last year. We overcame it with Nuss's arm. We put up points, right? Couldn't run the football. No rhythm. False starts. Issues. You fast forward this year, it's the same shit, but worse. There's regression now. So it starts with Brian Kelly, but it also is him approving the play.
Like, what are we seeing in practice every day? Play calling,
play calls. I was about to say play plans. Approving the play calls going into, or the game plans going into these games. Who is approving this? Who's checking off on this and being like, oh yeah, it looks like Ole Miss's D-line's terrible, and if they drop the whole team in coverage with their heels, as Haney put it in Memphis, then maybe we should practice running the football. We didn't think of it.
Well,
it's the whole operation on offense. It's pathetic.
Every Saturday, sit down in my chair, fire up the quad box, and every team has this first scripted 10, first scripted 15. And so many times these offenses look so freaking good. They march it down, score a touchdown. You're like, oh shit, here's UNC. Maybe Belichick knows what he's doing. And then the offenses look like shit the rest of the games. We don't even have the fucking scripted 15. We're going to try to run the ball.
No,
we're going to try to throw it to Bauer
league,
Sharp, and we're going to try to throw it on 3rd down and punt.
Yeah.
That's how we open every game.
But in this league, you have to play to win the game.
Complementary football.
Complementary football. That's what we need to do. And it takes a decade to do that, by the way. Like, I need
$10 million a year.
I need 10 years for this shitty little program down the bayou that is beneath me. y'all need 10 years to figure this out. Everything is y'all. Everything is this league. Everything is as if we've never done this before since Brian Kelly showed up. But yet the dude has never once put together complementary football. Not once.
No.
A Heisman Trophy winner. The worst defense in the league. You've got an elite up-and-coming coach in Blake Baker, which like his inaugural coming out party of a year, and you blow it on offense because you promised Joe Sloan an OC position to get a quarterback that you didn't sign, and you didn't have the nuts to be like, well, no deal. Like
Tommy Rees, come on down.
We're
down so bad. I'm like
someone who's
Tommy
not a Conference USA OC.
Yeah, I'm down so bad. I wish Tommy Rees was our OC
easily. I'd take Tommy Rees in a heartbeat.
I don't like
crazy.
Feeling that.
What's Alex Atkins? Wasn't he the OC at Florida State?
Maybe.
I think he was.
I'm not going to fact check you on that. I believe in you. It's just
like people, like there's people on the staff that have done it before. Do it. And I know it's like, oh, well, it's not just Sloan. Like the play calls are fine. You can go back and watch the replays. People are open.
Yes.
I don't care if people are open. Like if that is the idea that we're going to go like base our success off of is, well, it could have worked in this situation. Damn that to hell. I don't care if it could have, should have, would have. It's not. So we need to move on. We need to adapt. We need to change. Why does it take an embarrassing loss, a center stage circus clown show, just stoning for us to be like, yeah, maybe we need to shake it up a little bit.
I know.
It's not fair to the fans.
And it's just like
we are. If you want to call spoiled, fine. It's not fair.
Again, year one, year two,
You know
young
what?
team here.
You're spoiled.
This
You're spoiled.
there, fine. Say we got to coach better. At some point, we got to find someone else that can coach better. Like it's like we can't just keep saying "hand up, guys."
Yeah,
I know I had that very important thing I had to do for you at work, but I just gotta be better.
There's been so many times where I've given him the benefit of the doubt because I do feel like at a period in time he was a very, very good football coach, and I really thought it was going to work out here. There was some fractures, right, that happened in year two where we sat back and we're like,
year one was fine because
Yeah.
30 scholarship players,
Right.
and
we're getting better academically. We've kicked off the boneheads. Like, wait a minute, now this defense is just like really shitty. And I don't believe half the stuff he's saying in the press conference. It's kind of political all of a sudden. And then the next year occurs. And you're like, oh, we're great. Jaden Daniels. Wow, this defense is even worse. It's shaky, right? Like it just, now we're at a point now where it's like, this is who he is. And everyone kept telling us.
Is year 7 going to be better?
No, I don't believe. How?
Exactly. How?
Like, because Baker's going to be gone
and
next
we'll get
year.
the
We're going
best
to do the whole.
OCs.
The pendulum's going to keep going back and forth.
Joe
back
Brady
and forth.
comes back. Our offense is great. Another Heisman, but we suck on
The antithesis of a Brian Kelly LSU program is complementary football.
Literally, we have not played complementary football ever. Yeah, I do want to kind of go through the game.
Let's go through
because
this.
It's very frustrating.
You want to
One,
go through the game or just go through our schedule of what we've like? Because Grant, you think easy win against South Carolina, easy.
I mean, I'm not saying
Vanderbilt is a
easy.
loss.
if we see literally the exact same offense show up, we could lose every game in October.
I think you squeak by
And
South
November,
Carolina,
like Alabama.
like by a miracle because it's home. Probably get by Arkansas and Western Kentucky. Those are your three other wins on the schedule if we play like we played last week.
Yeah, Vanderbilt is a complete toss-up. Like, shit, they can score points. I know that they're not playing the best teams, and sure, our defense may be able to do stuff. Who knows?
This is the SEC. Our defense is not going to just hold everybody to 10 points.
Yeah.
Like the days of that are gone. When's the last time you saw that in the SEC? Georgia, maybe like 6 years ago? I don't know.
Petrino could have Arkansas going, boys.
In a neck brace? Does he bring back the neck brace?
I think you got to at least.
Did he Ed-O'd his way into this position?
100%.
Wow.
Randall Weems
got back into the boot.
Good for him. No, it's just like, I don't know. I feel really dumb saying after the Clemson game that LSU is going to be the toughest game on everyone's schedule because that's just blatantly false.
So something has to change.
Nothing's gonna change.
If nothing changes,
well,
then
this is. I think that here's the thing: we're still 2 weeks out from knowing the rest of the season.
We don't even know how Aaron Anderson's doing.
What I'm saying is,
just
once we
him out
see,
there to get killed.
I think once I'm not.
Is that what you want?
I'm not like holding out hope. I'm just saying, like, once we see South Carolina, that tape, that game, then we'll definitively know.
I'm scared to death to watch that game.
We'll definitively know.
South Carolina.
Yes.
Yeah. Sellers all of a sudden.
Night game.
Our defense is going to be like, F this season.
I think we'll definitively
already got my
there's
check.
there's too much heart.
I know the defense is good. I know, but they're overdoing it. Like the heart is getting us penalties.
And that's where
rest weeks, that bullshit.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Like even like those little details, like sure, the defense has some, like they've been amazing, but like those little moments of like, that could have been the game.
What I'm saying is
backing them up in their own territory,
we will know,
flipping the field on them with a punt there. Who knows? Maybe we return it 20 yards and we're in positive territory. Maybe we get 3 points there and it's a different game. But that's overreaction. That's I got to win this for my team. But that's selfish bullshit. That's just shoving it in his face. It's an attitude of we are better. We can't prove it to you, so I'm going to give you a little knock. Next to the refs that everything was getting thrown.
The game was a little disgusting.
Thinking? What are you thinking?
Yeah.
Like you breathe on the guy after. You got to watch your back.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, most of those penalties were warranted, but it's just like, guys, like what?
Yeah.
Have you ever watched fast people play? Like there's going to be some jersey fighting. Like it's going to happen. I don't know.
I think this, depending on this bye week, whatever comes out with tomorrow's presser, if anything comes out then, if Nuss actually plays against South Carolina, if he's back to normal, whatever, we'll know against South Carolina.
What is normal this season? Clemson? The week 1, that's normal.
I mean, against Southeastern, he threw it, which was weird.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah. He won a good high school football game.
FCS.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what's just strange about it is he slung it around.
To see Bauer hurdle one of his buddies.
He slung it around more against Southeastern than he did in the other 3 games, and then he got hurt again against Ole Miss. I don't know.
It's so funny that Ole Miss is the one that broke it. You know, they're just like, all right, we're going to break the dam.
Which we
Kiffin's celebration as if he just won the biggest game of his life.
He beat Georgia. Outside of that, this is the biggest game.
Won. And it's like, we looked like this was not.
And we still almost fucking snuck that game out.
Still almost snuck. Thank God we didn't.
No, I agree. They didn't deserve to win that game.
Because we would be going into this week with the same, like, you see, told you.
Yeah, he's still.
You don't need to run it.
We got him to the bye week 5-0.
Yeah, Nuss is fine. He still has a little strain. He'll be 100% by South Carolina, and then at South Carolina we blow it.
Yeah,
and then we'd have to get Michael Van Buren in there on the road against Pavia. It's time to do it now, even if it's just like, hey, maybe a few reps here or there to throw it off. Like, hey, maybe Nuss, guess what? Give it a rest for this drive. You're off. You're not on right now.
Put the headset on.
Like we act like this is a foreign concept.
Starting
quarterbacks get benched all the time.
We need to fucking sue ESPN and get the Sloan cam out. Like that should be illegal. That should be illegal. Him looking up in the sky
with a Monster Energy drink. That's when I was out. I mean, I've been out, but like when I saw the Monster, and then I see Alex Atkins rolling his eyes every time. Just rolling his eyes.
Austin Thomas just in the thick of it.
Yeah. Like this is not going to help our chances with Javon Walker out of Mississippi, coach. This is what he wants to see, this recruiting visit.
It's the first time I thought that I felt that it's over.
Yeah, no, I sat back.
Because I could talk myself into all the nonsense and like, well, we fixed the defense. We have a Heisman type quarterback. Like this is the year. We may not win a title, but we're going to get to the playoffs.
No, but I had
and the brand is back and all
hopes.
this. And instead, like Lane's going on PMT and he's going to make some jokes and it's just like, shoot me. It's over.
Yeah, it's over. It's over for this era is officially. It's not over in a sense where we might not we'll win some games and it'll be fun. We'll watch some guys play. But the
Music City Bowl is ours.
Yeah, but like the hope of getting in the playoffs and bringing the brand back, etc. I'm out on that. I'm out on that hope. Stop following recruiting. You're only going to hurt yourself now. Like up to this point, it was awesome. We're about like we already saw it. We already Deuce Gerald's top D, one of the top D linemen we got. Immediately is now warm to Ole Miss. It's like, okay, cool, man. We lost one fucking game.
Have fun.
Like we're not following it right now. It's over. Grant, you don't agree? Give us the positive spin. I need another drink.
Yeah, come get it.
I'm coming to get it.
My spin, I'm just saying we will know against South Carolina if anything's actually going to change or not.
We said this last week. We said we will know against Ole Miss if we're legit or not. We can't keep doing
this conversation 5 days ago, and we said like we will know because
but it's more.
You ask if the offense was keeping anything under wraps, keeping anything in the fold, saving it for this big Ole Miss game. Guess what? They're not.
So is it an injury?
That's what I'm saying.
It's not going to heal by.
You got to get on a mic.
You're. No, he specifically said. I listened to that today about the injury. Was that leading up to Southeastern?
We're on the other side of it.
But he's like he won't be healthy until after the bye week.
Hasn't thrown a pass in 2 years. We're fine.
That's just. He doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
I think.
Do you think
what
do you think the agent situation has anything to do with it?
What happens in Sunday or Monday film review?
Dude, I don't know. Nothing.
Fucking explain that to me.
That's what I'm saying. Like the whole operation sucks. Like they're clearly not coaching. Offensive line has no blocking skills.
Gone.
What do they do?
Matadors.
What do they do all practice?
I don't know.
What
happens in film? Do we circle it and be like, hey, buddy,
do better. You got to execute.
You got to pass that block off.
Guess who's responsible for execution?
You don't want to be behind the defensive end because that means he's closer to the quarterback. Like what happens in film? Nuss, you got to step into this ball because it's thrown 17 yards short.
Let me show you some film. This is you last year. Is that what they're doing? Like teaching him from last year? Or is this simply a product of this offense being so shitty, the development being so shitty that Nuss has regressed and he sucks?
I can't buy it. I'm sorry. Because if you were telling me he was overthrowing dudes by 7 yards or ripping it, et cetera,
I bet him for the Heisman.
I could you could sell me on that. But literally
he's obviously hurt. That's the bottom line. And now here's okay. Let's get to this point.
Is Van Buren that much worse?
No, I did want to talk about this.
Doesn't know the offense.
Let's assume he's had this injury, which they've skirted around what it could be. It's an oblique. He's at 80-90%, but after the bye week he'll be better. Like
give him a shot.
Whatever. But also, and he even said he's like, I'll just tell you guys in the room. But it's like, okay, well, this
probably shouldn't say this.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let you guys in the room know at this press
Get
conference.
a pissed off knee, guys.
That was the Monday after Florida's when he said this.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah, because he was fucking trying to save face for dog and cobble.
Yeah.
I still think BK was a little concussed there. I'll give him a slight pass.
No, remember over the summer where he's like he's got a PO'd knee.
No, that was in the spring. Whenever everyone said he tore his ACL. And he was like, it's a pissed off knee, guys.
Yeah. He's like, you know what PO'd.
Right, so hypothetically, if it was a serious enough injury, first off, yes, if he's hurt enough, thus you can't go. Van Buren's up. That's number one. But let's say he's like, Coach, I'm good enough.
Okay, so you agree Van Buren needs to play?
We don't know the severity of the injury.
I do. I do.
Saw it.
I think at some point
he's
but
fucking...
no, again, we don't. If he is in fact that injured, which he obviously is, then yeah, I guess at some point in the second half he should have entered the game.
I'm talking about for South Carolina
to play against South Carolina.
You think he'll be that healed where he doesn't need to just sit and earn it back?
Like, see, but that's where I'm also like.
Also,
we can blame Brian Kelly.
Lit up four times a game.
We can blame Brian Kelly. We can blame whoever. But what are these doctors say? Who's final? Like he's also saying like, "Nah, I'm good, Coach." You know, like who's
honestly,
this?
I knew we were fucked when we got the first down.
I'm not blaming
one of the first
Kelly.
drives on the PI to Aaron Anderson. That was very, very like suspect.
Yeah.
And the ball was 3 yards short of the first down to begin with. And Nuss is like,
give it to us.
Flag.
Right.
I'm like, we're fucked.
Yeah.
We're fucked.
No, I know.
But what's he going to do? Is he going to tell the other team and say, you know, and show his cards? Like, I know that's what he's been trying to do, and to be like, we can get through this. We're good enough to get through it. And obviously, it's cost him.
I was about to say,
I'm trying to think of like a logical explanation.
Right. I'm going to say, is it as simple as Nuss is probably minorly hurt, not a bad injury,
according to a doctor, maybe.
According to a doctor, and Kelly just dropped a ton of money on this roster, begged,
including getting Nuss to come back,
begged
including
the fans,
some of his own money,
begged the fans to put up for it, bought the roster, got the defense squared away, kept Nuss, got the money for Nuss to come back, right? Asked him not to get drafted, right? Come back, be the guy. Now he's got a little injury, right? So what do we do here? I believe in my guy. He's going to power through this and we're going to be fine. Fuck it. That didn't look good. We're going to rest him. He's not going to throw during practice because I trust him. Holy shit.
Load management.
Doesn't look good again. Or just listen, adrenaline out of control, Clemson game, old Nuss. Enough to do it. But we still didn't throw it deep, by the way. We still didn't try to take any of those shots.
We did a lot of creativity.
We did enough to get by against Clemson. And then now we're at a point where it was too long, because after Florida, that's when Kelly lost his mind and was not about to double down.
I'm going to show you fuckers, not like you guys were right.
It's like, we need to rest him against Southeastern. No, I kind of need to find out if Nuss can throw.
And then he did.
And he did.
A little bit.
But it was like enough against a lesser opponent where you didn't need to rip it. You didn't need to throw the bomb.
Yeah.
You can be
Chris Hill was open by 5 steps on some of these dudes.
He even says that. He's like, we don't have to go long.
Right.
And that same thing where he's like, I'm going to let y'all in on something. He's been dealing with this injury, but we've changed some things.
Right. So that was him making shit up so that now it's like, I'm right.
Here's my deal. If this injury happened in Western Kentucky going into Oklahoma, or happened to Oklahoma going into the playoffs,
play his ass.
I'm fine to go to like nut it out with the guy that got you there.
Yeah.
That is totally fair.
Die on that hill.
We're just going to tank a $13 million roster down the season.
Right. That's
you have the
where
best defense you've ever fucking had.
That's
like
where
you're
I feel
a
like
Manti-Te'o defense, like in Brian Kelly's world.
Yes, and we're a week too late now. We waited a week too late because you had your opportunity against a piss poor defense. This was the game where if during the game you saw it wasn't working and it was evident it wasn't, like,
you could sneak out of sneak out of there with a win.
I'm not saying Van Buren should have started this game, but I'm saying, like, by the fucking mid-third quarter where it's like, hey, we're in this, but Nuss is dead. Let's see if maybe throwing like a wrinkle in here and playing Michael Van Buren playing Michael Van Buren to get the ball moving a little bit, shake it up a little bit, bring that defense down. Nuss goes back in, and maybe we can go. Whatever. I don't know. But the fact that you didn't, and now we have this massive explosion after a 24-19 road loss against Ole Miss. This is an explosion. Why is it an explosion? Because it's so evident that there was negligence on the coaching staff for not trusting their experience and buying into a kid that they have propped up as the savior of the team, and they have to ride or die with him. And they don't make the move. Be the head coach, make the move. Now you go into a bye week. Then you have a week for Southeastern, for South Carolina prep. Get the backup prepared. Who gives a shit if he doesn't know the offense as well as Nuss? We just need a threat in that zone read offense, maybe establish a little run.
Find 30 plays and learn those and run them. And if you're when in doubt, take off and run.
Get the guys in a 3-point stance and block.
You cannot tell me that South Carolina coaching staff watching the film from this season would rather play with Nuss on the field right now than like the threat of a run. Like they're sitting there, like they're literally sitting there like this.
I'm glad I'm not the only one dripping.
This dude can't move out of the pocket, and they can't block anyone, and they can't run anybody. Like this is the easiest game plan we've had in months, boys.
Yeah.
You think they only bring 3? They do any 3-man fronts?
They'll probably get there.
Every single team we play is going to stay in a 3-man
Literally
front until we score.
Last night, it goes viral with like a 3-dude rush and Cincinnati's offensive line just getting absolutely demolished and the quarterback getting killed within like 1.2 seconds. And I'm sitting there, Leo meme, like, I've seen this.
Every weekend. That's all weekend for me. I watch Cincinnati because I have the majority of them on my fantasy team, and it's the same team. I'm watching LSU football all over again.
Yes.
It's a miserable time right now. It's a miserable time. You got Bama Pate just can't wait to talk shit to me. Like he's just
you're a 2%er.
Yeah, I'm
2%. He directed that. That's why I sent that.
100% to me.
I told you guys, I'm the biggest LSU. I'm so pro LSU. They got me to where I'm at, and I'm telling you the truth. Why would I lie?
Why would you lie? What a stupid comment to say. Maybe because you're getting paid now and you're married to a Bama beat writer.
I'm telling you the truth. I saw this from a mile away.
I know, but give credit.
Bama looks great.
Yeah, Bama's great. Ty Simpson for Heisman. They beat Georgia. Awesome.
No, so Cheddar Goblin
it did look good, and it sucks.
Cheddar Goblin said, "Boss, I'm a doctor. He has a partially torn oblique. He should have surgery, but he's trying to push through it for the season. He's not wanting to accept that he needs.
I'm a
to not
doctor.
play.
I know.
I'm a doctor.
But like, did you diagnose him though? Did you lay hands on the abdomen?
Cheddar, yeah.
Ask Cheddar if he laid hands on the abdomen.
You just asked him.
What'd he say?
We'll wait. Don't worry. We'll wait.
We can all diagnose what people are telling us.
Look, I don't doubt that for a second. Again, why are we fucking over potential first round draft picks
at this point?
Thank you for the comment, Cheddar.
Shout out Cheddar.
Let's think about. He's been all up in the chat.
What are some chats?
Yeah, I was actually going to say, why don't we go through? We've gone an hour just ripping the program. So why don't we go through in the chat?
It's mainly Cheddar.
It's mainly Cheddar.
And Cole Kaufman said, "Could we land Urban Meyer?"
See, let's stop going backwards. As much as I think that would be sick,
John Gruden.
I really want, dude. Also, before I say something about Jay Johnson, I was gonna say, like, this is it's the same way. I want a younger guy, not super young, but a younger guy. Period. I know that's
like a Blake Baker, but
that's so stupid. But that is 2025 college football.
You want Blake Baker, but maybe not Blake Baker.
I'd like Blake Baker.
I would sign up for it.
Blake Baker,
but I'm saying like that would be the type
has a fire under his ass to win as soon as possible. He will get the best OC.
Like that age, that type of dude.
Yes. Yes. Somebody that wants to make a name for himself.
Arizona State guy, Dillingham.
We are not like
that. Yeah, I agree.
We've gotten to a point, Dillingham. Yeah.
Mark Stoops.
We've gotten to a point with our program where now we're like the fucking graveyard. We're like where you go to retire. That can't be the case anymore. We've got to flip that script. Urban would be cool 10 years ago, just like Brian Kelly would have been cool 15 years ago. It is what it is. Where was I going?
We were talking about comments.
No, I was saying the minute I left that bar, I immediately played some Stephen Milam highlights.
Jay Johnson.
Jay's an animal. Yeah. We're lucky to have Jay. We're lucky to have Jay.
We'll save that for another pod.
Wouldn't you love to have that on the football team though? A coach that's just like, no, this is where I'm at.
I say, yeah, give Dan Lanning like 300 Canes franchises.
Yeah.
And just say, come on, brother.
No, that's a dream.
Do all the cocaine you want on the sidelines and look crazy after the game. Like, we're down with that.
There's a reason Bama went die hard for Dan Lanning. Like, Dan Lanning is the guy.
Penn State. Woof.
Yeah. Knew that.
Yeah, I mean, they are who we thought they were. That was as Penn State a game as humanly possible. With just the worst interception of all time. That was like Nuss wouldn't even throw that.
He did diagnose.
Cheddar said, unfortunately, I didn't get to palpate those glorious purple and gold abdominals. But it just seems
he's trying too hard to make us think he's a doctor.
But it just
palpates.
I'm saying
palpates inside.
That's what it's for someone like me who heard it from you that brings it to the inside. That's where that kind of gets to.
He said, but it just seems oddly similar to Quinn Sewers' injury from last year.
Sewers or Ewers?
Sewers.
Yeah. Yeah, and look what they did. They were able to move around with it.
So you're saying Arch is transferring to LSU?
No, I say Van Buren is Arch.
It's Arch.
No, where was I going with this? Also, the heat of the battle, Twitter heat, mid-game. Usually, all the allies are on the same side. El Chris, shout out to El Chris, I put something out about Sloan needs to be fired, and he was like, or maybe it's a she. I don't know.
She
could be. It was like when I looked at it, I think it says Laura Chris, but maybe his last name's Laura. I don't know. This person, great Twitter follower.
Yeah, we don't gender identify on this podcast.
We do. We do, but
dogs and not dogs. That's how.
But
we
if we
identify.
can't figure it out, we're not doing it intentionally. Anyway, good follower on Twitter. I'm sure he listens to the pod. She listens to the pod. Whatever. They listen to the pod. But they were like, so are you saying fire Sloan because he's not playing Michael Van Buren? Like, and I took that immediately as like, you idiot. Like, no, Sloan sucks. Like, do not defend Sloan here. Like, it's not all on Sloan. I understand that.
We wanted him to be Joe Brady, but he happened to be Jake Peets.
But I don't need to, like, we don't need to explain that. Everyone understands, like, we know it's not all on Sloan. We know that a lot of this offense can work, but he is the offensive coordinator. Shit needs to change. Like, come out and speak to us. Come out and tell us, like, hey, I am the OC, whatever. Like, this is not working out, but Kelly's holding me back, or my quarterback sucks, but we don't get any of that. We don't get any organization. Anyway, I'm on the Van Buren boy bus. In that moment, I was just kind of heated about Sloan, but I do get it. You need to be able to play our backup quarterback right now. So, and apologies, Laura.
Look, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not Sloan's fault, but it's like at some point somebody's got to take the fall. It's like they expect one of us in the wreckage, brother. And so it's like, I don't know. Too bad. We're going to pay you probably $800,000, $1.2 million not to coach. So I don't feel sorry for you. So it's like, I don't know if you're the sacrificial lamb, and maybe it's not Brad Davis, but too bad. You're gone too, buddy.
But are we about to get to a point where like we go 7-5, 8-4, if we're lucky?
Hopefully we can get Sam Pittman for O-line.
But Kelly's back, and then he's like, year 5's typically when when the programs start to hit the like, are we still going to get the same bullshit, or is it just going to be like,
no, we're going to be.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out.
We're going to be talked.
This is much harder than I anticipated.
We're going to be talked into either Van Buren's a fucking stud, or this transfer quarterback. DJ Lagway was just in the wrong system, and now that we paid $3 million to get him here,
Jake Olson's taken over on defense. He's going to be great. He's been
we
friends
wish Blake
with Baker.
All the luck, but he took an opportunity.
Relaford is back at A&M. Don't worry, he was hurt. We don't have enough money for anything else because we gave it all to Gooden.
What if we?
It was a hashtag Gene Chizik all in type season.
We will go 9-3, and we're going to be left out.
Yeah, you're going to lose
because we're a clown show.
At this point in time, obviously, Nuss could get healthy. Joe Sloan could turn into the best play caller on the planet. But as of right now, Texas A&M and Alabama are guaranteed losses.
Alabama, 100%. Oklahoma, probably.
I don't know that we beat any of these teams with that offense. Ole Miss's defense is not good. I could make the excuse for Clemson. I could make the excuse for Florida.
I can see us beating A&M.
But we almost didn't throw a touchdown. I don't know.
I could see it, just like I could see a path for beating South Carolina. I could see a path.
I don't see a path. Beat any team on the schedule.
No, I don't see a path for us beating Alabama. I think mentally, we're just a weak program.
Fair.
That's going to be a big game for them. It's not going to happen. I think Oklahoma, if Mateer comes back strong at that point, is still going to be on the verge of a 100%. Playoff berth. So they're going to give us everything.
Fair.
And if we're stumbling at that point, we're not going to have the upper hand in that. South Carolina, Vanderbilt, those two are like, I don't know. Those two are coin flips for me.
Aren't you more terrified of Vandy than you are South Carolina today, right now?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I am. That offense is good. I mean, that offense is really good.
I just do.
And their defense is really like Clark Lee is a good defensive coach.
Did they play? Did Vandy and South Carolina play?
I don't know if they did.
Vandy Vanderbilt beat them.
Obviously, pretty.
Yeah, they
good.
They did.
Vandy's undefeated, right?
They are. They are. Vandy beat them.
Arkansas is terrible. It's
now.
Yeah, I mean, but that's a game that we're going to be like, well, we beat Arkansas.
We retained the.
Oh,
boot.
that's true. Petrino will figure something.
So we have no idea what we're getting.
I just remembered something I was going to ask. Like, what do you think? Today's Tuesday. Like, how do you think Nussmeier is actually feeling right now? Like, what do you think is going through his mind?
Joe Bluth, I've made a huge mistake.
I fucked up. I could be the savior for the Jets right now.
Yeah. Be hanging out
But
behind
hurt.
Aaron Rodgers for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Like if he's actually injured, is he like, fuck? Like I need to not play.
Maybe I should take a medical this year.
I need to sit out 2 weeks.
No, I mean I think it sucks. I feel
Yeah.
bad for the dude.
Yeah.
I'm
Like,
gonna come
it's
back.
not-
I'm
I'm
gonna
not sitting
3
here
weeks,
ripping,
actually.
and it's like I feel a little
I
differently now that
I
these
love
dudes
Garrett
are getting
Nussmeier.
paid. This is not a like anti-Nussmeier thing. The dude is obviously not 100%. It doesn't seem like he's 70%. And so it's like I feel bad for him because this dude probably all summer was working his ass off. It's like, man, we got Barry and Brown, we got Chris Hilton back. I'm gonna be throwing so many touchdowns. Like I feel bad for him. I'm not blaming him.
Mhm.
But he's hurt.
Jackson Carney said, "Has anyone been able to explain the run blocking philosophy? You cannot tell me these guys didn't fire off the line in high school. I just want some kind of explanation of what they're
The
trying
explanation
to do."
is you have an offensive coordinator who is trying to run a specific scheme that is based upon a mobile quarterback that can throw it, that can tuck it and run it, etc. Our offensive line is not firing off the ball. They're worried about being ineligible down the field. They are taught that way, even though the offense is never run that way with the personnel we have. So we're not fitting our personnel to the scheme that works for them. We're trying to force a scheme onto personnel that can't do it. And what I mean by that is the skill players. So the O-line is caught in limbo. They're being taught one thing that we can't execute behind them. And so they're caught in limbo. If we were just teaching them how to run block straight up, that they're talented. Those are talented guys in the offensive line. They can absolutely do that. We're not teaching them that. It's incompetence. The entire offensive operation is a fraudulent operation. It's not just one
Defenses
player.
have zero respect for us doing anything.
There is a total misconnect on what they're able to do and what they can do, right? And like what they're supposed to be doing. There's no connection there. There's no complementary on the offensive side of the ball. Right? It's not just offense versus defense.
We got to get to complementary football.
But if our strength is, hey, get them in a 3-point stance, fire off, put fucking Pyburn at fullback or tight end, and just like
give me Gordon on offense
and let's pound it, establish that, and maybe you build off of that. I'm not saying
Gordon McKernan back there in the odd.
I'm not saying that's the identity that we can live off of, but like let's try it, let's establish it, let's teach them something different. Because for the past 3 or 4 years with Brad Davis, we've seen the same bullshit. It's patty cake. It's softness. These kids, again, come in as dogs. Emory Jones comes in as a dog.
By the time paid him $3 million to come back.
By the time he finishes with us, we're like, damn, he's regressed.
Yep.
Like, hopefully he gets drafted in the first round like we thought.
Nope.
No. Like, what happened? Well, they weren't taught. They weren't taught anything. It's a reactionary offensive line.
But again, we have the best left tackle we've had since Whitworth, and he got penalties all day and got blown by all the time last year.
They're undisciplined across the board. There's no dog, there's no fight. They can watch their quarterback get absolutely beheaded, and they won't do a thing to that defensive lineman.
Yeah, what is that?
That is a Dodge Charger. or a idling Camaro.
Turn the mics down.
We need to turn the AC up.
Yeah, it's a little warm in here.
We got to talk to Lettuce Media about this. We got to talk to Jonah.
We need to figure that out.
Is it the lights?
I think it's just the lights, the cameras, all
a lot of electricity.
Actually, you know what? If that dude's not studying outside the studio, I'm cranking her down.
Yeah, go check it out.
Roll. Keep going. I've talked enough.
Yeah, you're done for the night, bucko. I don't know. I feel like we've spent.
I thought.
Go ahead.
Is there anyone on the defensive side that we thought did what they needed to do?
I have no complaints about the defense. Again, the defense could have made a few more plays here and there. It sucks that Pickett got a little handsy because that was a pretty bad throw that could have easily went our
picked it either way.
But no, I don't know. I don't have
No.
I don't have any complaints about the defense. They literally pull up the drive chart from the game. Play by play. Let's scroll through. All right. LSU starts the game on defense.
Pickett's pick six was so badass if it was like 2008.
Yeah.
First, it was awesome. First 3 and out for Ole Miss to start.
He's gone
since LSU last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 3-and-outs in a row. And how do you follow that up for complementary football? 3-and-out, 5, and they scored the touchdown, which again, I believe, click that
Still
drive.
only 5 plays.
Yeah, that was when you had the bomb to Xavion. Negative yard, 1 rush.
Oh, and then we couldn't kick the extra point and just kept going and going, right?
But it's like, again, you threw a pretty atrocious ball that luckily Nick Anderson was following up and makes the play.
Defense clamps down on an 18-play field goal drive.
Again, so here we are. That you hold them on the longest drive of all time, takes up the entire second half of the first quarter.
Mm-hmm.
You hold them to a field goal, and it's you're marching it down, not necessarily marching it, but you got a little bit of a drive going. It's like, oh shit, if we go up 14-3 here, interception. So
that was a terrible.
Great job by the defense getting off the field, 3-and-out.
That's the other compound. So that's where I think Nuss is. So his injury is one thing. He can't throw it, right? But then he's also just not taking what's being given to him.
I agree.
Doing too much.
But
this do too much.
I believe
Which that's what's so weird. It's like if I'm hurt, I'm going to be looking at every, dump off pass option that I have. Like that's, you know what I mean? Like I'm going to fool people with that being my number one go-to play.
But then why aren't we throwing like the million screens and like, hey, the fake screen to Barry and Brown, let's get Aaron Anderson over the middle. We literally ran that play like twice against Clemson. One of them was called for a false start on Chris Hilton where Aaron Anderson had nothing but green grass to run to. We haven't even sniffed that.
Because it's not on the script. It's it. We have a pretend
but
OC,
again,
dude.
I think it's on the interception drive. It could be the next 3-and-out after it, but they do a false snap, get Ole Miss to jump off sides. It's like perfect. Nuss is just going to laser one ball out to Chris Hilton. And it's, again, 8 yards short. It's not even close. And so it's like, I don't know. So second quarter, great. 5 plays, interception, 3-and-out.
But we were driving on that one. We actually moved the ball.
Yeah, I think that was the drive where we got lucky with the fucking pass interference. Yeah, this is the 2-yard penalty. Nussmeier pass. It was 3rd and 5, and we run a 2-yard out route to Aaron Anderson, and they luckily threw a flag on it. We were about to go 3-and-out again, and instead we go 2 more.
And then another penalty right after it.
Yeah, that's the pass. Nussmeier pass incomplete to Chris Hilton, offsides by Ole Miss. It's not even close. Like, go back and watch the first half, and it makes you want to throw up.
They just released this.
We can't perform like this. In performances, every one of you,
LSU.
every one of you has got to do your job to the best of your ability when it's called upon.
Why are they playing a lower ball in the back?
Seriously, Sarah McLaughlin over here.
The next 6 weeks with SEC teams. And if you want the outcome to be different, our performances have to be better.
See what he said in the beginning.
Having positive outcomes, winning and losing, however you want to put it, is margin thin in the SEC. This game has
in the SEC, it's right. Teaching us about the SEC.
We can't play a first half like we did offensively and put our defense on the field for 50 plays. And then in the second half, we've got to come up with some key stops, especially on third down situations. We didn't get those key stops.
Oh, shut up.
So when we have one group playing well, the other group's not. So what is that? What is that?
We're like 2 seconds behind.
Having guys talk and make sure that everybody knows how key this play is and how key this drive is.
I've had enough.
Yeah. I mean, look, man, I get it, but you fucking do something about it.
Yeah.
Like,
it's year 4.
This is on you.
Why are
buddy.
they not doing it now?
I don't give a shit. You call plays then. You be the person talking to Nussmeier in the headset and have Sloan up there just giving you tips and tricks and telling you coverages. I don't give a shit. Change it. You do something about it. We got to coach better. You coach better.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I'm tired of this execution shit. Like, yeah, sure. That again comes down to coaching. Why don't we sit Nussmeier in a room and say, pick the 20 plays you like? You tell me.
I'm tired of them letting Nuss tell him.
No, but I don't
feel
think that's
like
fucking happening.
Well, he's telling him he's playing.
I don't know.
He's like, I'm playing.
Okay, and if that is what's happening, if Nussmeier's really in the control, then fucking take his access card away and say, "Too bad, buddy."
Yes.
It's Ask Madden from here on out, not Madden.
That's what we need to decide here. It's either you sit and shut up and earn it back, or you're that hurt and I need to sit you to heal. We have to figure this out because the scheme isn't changing. The O-line's not changing. The quarterback is the only thing that can make this happen. So what is happening with the quarterback? If he's injured, sit him, let him heal. It's not a 2-week process. Something's up. If it's not an injury and he's regressed that much, bench his ass, make him earn it. Make him earn it this week. Do some crazy coaching shit, right, to make him want to earn it.
Yeah. That defense wins that game with any other offense.
You know what I mean by crazy coaching shit? It's not funny. You know what I mean? Like, push a button. Get him to react.
I've been pushing buttons all
No,
night.
I'm just saying, like,
Grant, you're doing a great job. We don't see anything and don't know how it's going, but you're doing a great job.
If it's not an injury, coach Garrett Nussmeier up to being the best that he can be. Because if it's not an injury, you're regressing this player and he looks like shit. Something's got to change. If it is an injury, let's rest him.
I was laughing because I was just thinking about what possibly coach shit could be.
You didn't know. You knew what I was talking about.
No, I was wondering, like, what could a coach possibly do? And I was just laughing, like, would he make him, hey, let's skydive off the press box and see who can land on the field first? Like, that's what went through my head.
Run them. Run gassers.
Yeah.
Until you want to fucking
I was thinking of just something crazy. That's
legitimately.
Or no, just get in a battle with Van Buren. I don't care. Like,
like a boxing
like
match.
He'll beat
Big
him.
cat drill.
He'll beat him, but let's have some
cat.
competition here. Let's not go into the season being like, hey, you're the Heisman favorite. You can do no wrong. And we're not going to really address your issues here.
Yeah.
Maybe they are. And they gave him one extra shot.
If we got under center with 2 tight ends or Pyburn or whoever you want in the backfield and ran the ball every play for the first half against the South Carolina game, I would stand up and applaud. Don't give a shit how it went. But like, hey, guys, we're trying. You want Les Miles football? Here it is. Which, again, that Ole Miss game felt like the most Les Miles game I felt in a long time of just like, what are we doing to ourselves?
I miss Les Miles at this point.
Yeah, if we've come to that point.
We've come.
It did get it. Look.
No, I'm not talking
I
latter
love
years.
Lester.
I'm talking year for year.
No, for sure.
Are you kidding me?
Les for all of his faults.
I'll take Les 09 right now.
Again. Yeah.
What about this?
We
Les?
just very
this
rarely.
Wow, what a game! Ah!
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Just love it.
I mean, it was terrible, but that's how I feel.
But we were
at the
almost
moment.
always the most physical team.
Yes,
Name me
but it was
a
very
game.
similar where it was like, not in a sense where we're the same physical team,
Yeah.
but it's like we should have we lost that game. We are not this bad.
Yes.
We are not worse than Ole
Yes.
Miss.
I hate to be, I'm not sitting here and taking everything away from Lane and Ole Miss. Whatever.
That's your guy, dude. Don't do that.
No, again,
That's
Lane,
your guy.
Lane like never wins the big game, but I'm telling you, he is the name.
I think that just proves how good this defense is.
No, look, I have.
If Lane Kiffin tomorrow said, I want the LSU job when Brian's out, that'd be awesome. I would be all for that. I'm not denying that.
No, I agree. I'm just telling you, like, you know what you're gonna get, for better or for worse. You know your team's gonna. I don't know. I don't care.
Not because of this game. It's because
no, it has
of,
nothing to do with it.
It's a direct opposite of what's happening right now with our offense. And so it's a quick reaction of like, fuck that. Get somebody that's going to run an offense, that's going to be successful, that's going to want to win a championship and not just come here to retire. And then teach us about the SEC.
Can you go real quick back to the LSU game? Ole Miss's schedule's dog shit. They don't play Texas. They don't play Texas A&M. They don't play Auburn.
Georgia?
They don't. They
this
they
week
do play
sucks, by
Georgia.
the way.
Georgia is like their only.
There's a couple meaningful.
There's a couple games.
Texas, Florida.
What do you want to see?
Team stats. 2 for 11. Throw in 4th down. We'll call it 4 for 13.
Crazy.
We almost won the fucking game.
Yeah. That's how good our defense is.
That's yeah.
I
Give
think,
them a fucking break.
I think they said our average 3rd down distance this year is like 3rd and 8.
Yeah.
Grant, you had some choice words to say about Perkins. What was it?
During the game.
Yeah, you were like I forgot what
he looks in the run game when the balls run right at him. He's plays a little softer.
How many beers deep? I want to know where you were at that point, because you wanted to fire up a conversation about Perkins.
No.
And I was not having it.
No, I didn't want to fire up a conversation about Perkins. It was just at that point in the game, I watched them run right at him, and he's just backpedaling and basically got pancaked.
I don't know.
And I'm just like, and it's not him. I'm not.
Yeah,
he's a superstar. That's why I came back and was like, obviously he's much better.
I think Ole Miss did a great job,
but he's not a run stopping,
kind of scheming him out of the game. I don't feel like I ever.
Yeah, he did. We had no pressure.
Perkins, where is he? What's he doing?
I was not like, God, Perkins cost us this game or has the season. Like he's had a phenomenal.
He was spying him, but then whenever he would step up to do anything, the dude would let it rip and he'd make a play.
Right? Yeah. No, I know. I think at that point in the game, I just watched
Ole Miss
them run the ball right at him.
Deshaun Womack's bullshit sack. That was so stupid.
14
offsides.
14 penalties for 110 yards.
Seemed
and you
like
still mustered 19 points by this. Like
you couldn't have drugged this game out.
No. They had 14.
That's what I'm saying.
We had 7.
They had 14,
They had
4. And you still only could muster 19 points
and 2 turnovers.
Who's the best team in the country right now?
I mean, Oregon.
Right. I agree.
They look legit. I think I've said my piece on Penn State. I think we all knew what that game was.
Is this really about to be a Lanning versus Miami situation?
Do they play Ohio State?
I don't think they play Ohio State.
No, I'm almost positive they don't. Let's just backtrack a little bit on if you guys want to stay on this game. Is there anything?
Tad?
A tad, Lloyd! I do feel like I don't know. I really just want to talk about the field rushing in Virginia on Friday night. The fastest field rushing in the history of sports.
Do we know if everyone was okay?
I have no idea. There's no way that wide receiver just came out completely clean.
No.
That was insane.
They either were dead or there was no get off of me. I'm going to lay here and sock. Like they got up and booked it. There's no chance they chilled.
Also pissed me off of Lane, Ole Miss, we didn't rush the field, blah, blah, blah.
He also retweeted a hat about Brian Kelly running the football.
No, that was his dog.
Right. I mean,
Kiffin just hates Brian Kelly.
That's what you get with Lane.
Fine. If you don't like it, beat him. I mean, Lane.
A lot of people do. And that's the problem.
I agree.
Wait, you said their schedule's shit. They have Georgia and at Oklahoma in back-to-back weeks coming up.
Okay.
I'm just saying that's
2 losses.
Could be.
I agree. I'm not. I didn't watch
but
that
that's
game.
it. Everyone else on their schedule is absolute.
Yeah.
Do we know about Mateer when he's coming back?
No, I don't. Couple weeks.
3 weeks.
But
He'll
it's
be back.
Again.
No, but if he doesn't,
let's ask Dr. Goblin.
Is OU better? Sure. Are they this fucking juggernaut of the SEC all of a sudden? No, I'd rather play Oklahoma than I would play Texas A&M. I don't know. Auburn's probably not a good one.
Would you rather play Texas?
Auburn defense plays tough. No, because Texas is at least going to out-athlete you.
Yes.
Whether their arch sucks or their scheme or whatever, they legitimately have the roster.
Would you take Arch over Nuss right now?
No.
Yeah, me either.
I mean, if we were
Arch
talking,
looks pretty
if we were talking years, then maybe you could make the case, but no, I'd rather hope that Nuss gets healthy over what I've seen from Arch. You can't stand over a guy against Sam Houston State, and I can't have that.
That's such a Nuss move.
Well, no, it's fine. Do it. I'm
Did
fine
great
with
against
doing
Southeastern.
I'm not opposed to doing it. I'm opposed to fucking having your team account, having the SEC account be like, we got a dog.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah, it's bad.
Excuse me? Yeah, the Florida State game was pretty wild.
Would you take Billy Napier?
No, I'm not pushing Napier.
Absolutely.
Again, Billy, I respect Billy's team, keeps fighting. Can you imagine an SEC team or LSU having a spot of just grass where there's no barrier between the fans and the end zone? That was insane. Those dudes were 4 feet from the back line, and there's the bobbled touchdown that wasn't a touchdown that we watched in extra super slow-mo for 20 minutes.
Thank God they were in Virginia. If that would have been in Baton Rouge, someone would have a bat.
Dude, that was just an insane field rushing. Shout out to Virginia. I did love after the game when the quarterback was like, this is why I came here. It's like, what? Excuse me?
I knew we were going to play Florida State.
Scroll down. Let's see.
There he is.
I didn't watch the Ohio State-Washington game. It seemed like Washington had
24-6 is a little fishy score, right?
Yeah, I think Ohio State scored late. I did see some stuff online that people were pissed about a targeting call that was one of those like push, but the helmets barely touch. And again,
officiating's been kind of whack this year.
No one understands targeting because at the end of that Penn State Oregon, the dude literally gets fucking like decapitated.
And they reviewed it.
And they're like, open and shut case, guys. Let's play on.
It's crazy.
And these other guys are like, and the Washington was a little different, but you have guys like Whit Weeks out there making tackles, and they're like, "You're out,
yeah,
buddy.
You're out of there." First series,
it's insane,
setting the tone.
I've watched that clip of the Oregon Penn State hit so many freaking times.
It's a crash test
because it's
video.
Insane. And like again, I could sit here and argue with you. It's really hard when the wide receiver lowers their helmet so low, and where do you tackle? But again, he just eats his face.
Yeah.
And it's like these other things that are called targeting are just, it's just crazy.
Yeah. And like you couldn't have gotten a better view.
If you were Georgia, would you have kicked that field goal to tie the game?
I wasn't locked into play-by-play.
It was 4th and 1, and they ran some like random like sweep with the white dude, and it didn't work out. But they were sitting there like with the ability to tie the game with, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 minutes left, like later in the game, and they went for it. It's just weird because literally Bama did nothing in the second half.
I'm laughing because I didn't have the sound on, but I could see the Auburn game because the A&M game was on a dual screen, and so I didn't have the sound. But the Auburn game, going back to Hugh Freeze, and they kept like showing highlights or lowlights of the referee situation from the week before. So like something apparently was happening during this game where it's like he can't catch a break with the refs.
Yeah, I think.
Do you know what was going on?
No,
there?
I think they did get a pick six. I think their touchdown was a weird bobbled.
I didn't
get
to watch any of those.
Is it cooling off a little bit?
I think the door open helps.
I think the door open helps. I don't think the AC ever kicked on. I turned it down, but
there's no vents in here. I think that's the problem.
You got, or is that the
no vents?
I don't know.
It's these big balls. No, that is.
I think it might be the lights too.
Yeah,
we got to get used to this.
Just a lot of equipment, a lot of stuff going on.
A lot of heat
back in the garage. No, I mean Auburn seems like they have a stingy defense, but again, I look at this and I'm like, okay, Texas A&M's not world beaters, but again, if we roll in there with that same offense, I have zero confidence in holding them to 10. Maybe we do.
I just feel,
I don't know. Beautiful call by us, by the way. If you scroll down a little bit. Iowa, no, it wasn't Iowa, Indiana. It was USC.
Your only loss,
USC, Illinois.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Your only loss was LSU.
That's on me.
Mississippi State. I thought that
Georgia Tech stole one.
Georgia Tech won. Vandy 55-35. 35 points given up against Utah State. That means we might be able to get 3.
What does that
we'll
matter?
Get 3.
It doesn't. Fucking Ole Miss gives up points to everyone.
How about old Jakeem Stewart returning a fumble? You see him stumbling, rumbling, bumbling?
I didn't see, dude.
Did you see that?
I didn't see anything but the LSU game.
Notre Dame, easiest win of the day.
That was wild. That was.
I don't know why we didn't just
a jump.
I hammered it.
Well, I guess I couldn't. I was out of state.
I hammered it.
I did win. I won up that parlay because of, was it Tennessee I was waiting on?
Tennessee saved me from losing everything.
And let me say this. I hammered it. Now I'm back to square. It's like I'm even now.
I couldn't help myself. I was like, oh, LSU. Throw them in a little teaser and a little parlay.
God, it sucks when you get just a fucking money line. But I'm out. I'm not betting on LSU.
Have y'all been following this guy, Rowdy Rhymes?
I see him all the time, and apparently he just keeps getting winners.
Heater.
Yeah.
I bet on him last night.
Every time I've done that, they start losing.
Yeah.
So.
No.
It's just squirrely dude who's just like, take the under.
No,
in this game. And
he's like
everyone I see. It's
he's
like
120-3.
I don't think.
How did we not take the under?
I think
wait, and one of his I've been following, and he hasn't lost. No, actually, he had a loss, and it was Tucker Kraft last night who got to the 1 yard line.
I don't believe you've been following for 123 picks. That's all I'm saying. I know the dude.
I haven't. Some dude posted it.
Yeah, I think that's a little like hyperbole in the gambling Twitter sphere.
I'm about to find
The dude would be murdered by the casinos or by DraftKings if he was 137-3.
Unless it's
he'd be
Hard
in
Rock on
jail.
Seminole land.
He'd be in jail because they'd be like, "You're cheating."
Why did we not take the under in our game?
Because we were like, "Well, they're
I said
sucks.
it. Yeah. I said that it'll be the under. No, I just said it. I didn't take it.
Yeah, I think our team total was 28.5 or something. I was like, God, that seems high.
It does. I thought it'd be like a 24-21 type game. 24-27 at the most. Let's check out this week. Are we there yet?
Yeah, that's fine.
Y'all good with that? 9:30.
If y'all want to go back through the game, I don't care. I'm down to do
No,
whatever.
I think I'm done with Ole Miss.
I think I need to rip that Band-Aid off.
Well, do y'all want to look at the big
Iowa State, huh? We want Matt Campbell?
Hold on.
No.
You wouldn't take Matt Campbell?
I guess.
At this point, we're just suckers, dude. We're going to bend over and take what we get, right? We still have to have Kelly for a few years.
Yeah, I agree. I think
that's why I'm like, let's get a cool OC and let's fucking make some magic happen and lose.
No, I'd be very surprised if Brian Kelly wasn't the head coach next year. After that, I think it's
no. He's the coach next year. I'm talking about like,
I agree.
Let's make it interesting.
So hopefully Lane doesn't take Florida and he waits around to see what Brian Kelly and DeBoer do.
I guess.
I don't know. Hopefully Dan Lanning gets caught with like a
DeBoer beating Georgia saved his job.
Thank you for I was going to go too far there.
167-3.
So maybe hopefully Dan Lanning gets caught with a.
Oh yeah. No thanks.
Hopefully he gets fired in disgrace and we can just swoop him up and be like, guys, he's a changed man.
Do you think it's more likely Dan Lanning wins a national championship at Oregon, or before that's a possibility, replaces Kirby at Georgia?
No, I think
he wins a championship.
Yeah.
And establishes Oregon as like the next Clemson type of team. We got
to remember that
outside conference.
Oregon's not in the Pac-12 anymore.
Yeah.
Right? Like you're a big
in my head.
I get it. I agree. But you are already in that Big Ten conference. So I feel like there's just less incentive. It's got to be hard to leave Oregon, man.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't leave.
Check,
I wouldn't leave.
Beautiful scenery. Your office is probably multi-million-dollar. Like it's got to be hard to leave.
You're this West Coast team that gets to play Ohio State and Michigan and do that whole dance, but you're also
considering he didn't take Alabama. I find it hard to believe he's going to go somewhere else for the foreseeable time.
That's facts.
The only way he would leave Oregon is if he has a desire for the NFL.
Fair. Agree.
You think so? You think there's no college job that would take Dan Lanning? Because Bama couldn't. So unless he just didn't want to follow Nick Saban.
Well, again,
that's what I'm saying. But like, no one's messing with him over there. It's a perfect little setup for the next 10 years.
Everyone's happy.
He's got a freaking money printer.
I'm sure the Oregon message boards and the TJ Rib shows are not as ridiculous for Dan Lanning.
We're about to find out how Oregon really feels. I'm having a hardcore Oregon fan, my one and only Oregon friend, stay at the house this weekend.
Probably feels fucking great.
He was at the game.
Yeah.
He went to Happy Valley.
The one guy in the whiteout.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went.
So I'm going to, if y'all want to come interview him on Saturday.
How's it feel to be a winner? How's it feel to have the next
in 2011 when we beat your ass?
It has to be a great, like, the feeling, and I'm not saying Dan, just please bear with me here. I'm not saying Dan Lanning is Nick Saban. But what I'm saying is, how good does it feel to have like that same where LSU got like a Nick Saban? It's like, finally something's going to get built here and we've got the guy. Oregon's got the guy right now. Not that he's any better than Kirby or Nick Saban, whatever.
They have that dog mentality.
They've got the guy.
They're the aggressor every time they step on the field. And it's just like, I don't know.
It's not the Oregon of old. It's not the whole like run and gun,
passive,
and no
speed.
defense.
Yeah.
They have a hell of a defense. They have a physical offense that
like
also
a good offensive line. Yeah,
that also plays a very fast-paced offense. So it's awesome. Good for Oregon. I'm honestly pulling for Oregon. I like Dan Lanning.
I'm a Chip Kelly guy deep down.
Yeah, it'd be really cool because we're not in it. And I'm not pulling for an SEC school. So anyway,
I'd rather, oh my God. I was going to say I'd rather Penn State win it all than an SEC school, but that felt terrible saying out loud.
Well, I mean, that'd be cool.
I'd be fine with that.
That'd be cool because they're not going to be a dynasty or anything. Oregon could turn.
Oregon
could like establish themselves as the football team.
I just love it. And
Penn
it's
State's
like,
not.
Look, we're in the same boat here, but it's like, after the game, you see all the Penn State stuff. It's like nothing's changed. And you're like, yeah, we knew that nothing's changed. I'm sure people can say the same thing about us,
But you don't see everyone talking about Penn State across the board as being a bunch of clowns and loons. And
I mean, still number 7. I get you lost to Oregon.
It's like the minute we drop something, and I know we looked awful. Yeah. That's actually, let me backtrack.
But Penn State looked awful for 57 minutes of that game. I mean, it was 17-3.
11 o'clock slate. You start off with Kentucky at Georgia. Kentucky's 2-2. Number 12, Georgia 3-1 after a recent loss
Sleepy
to Alabama.
Game. Sleepy.
Georgia minus 20.5.
It's a lot of points in a sleepy game. Lucky for them, I think Kentucky's just that poor.
Kentucky's that poor, and Kirby's pissed.
Talk about Dabo's last stand. If you don't go in and hang like 1,000 on UNC.
Yeah, Clemson minus 13.5 is generous, but I think it's also that. It's like, hey, they're either going to pound them or
it's a 7-point game. Yes. Like, it's either a 14 score game or a 1-score game.
Yes.
I'm with you. I think you just got to bet Clemson and like assume that you just have to be better than UNC.
Because North Carolina sucks.
Yeah.
Right? North Carolina sucks.
Yeah. They're bad.
Jordan sucks.
But I didn't say that. I don't
How much over under milligrams of
Hims.
Row.com promo code GOLD.
This is official. Iowa State at Cincinnati. Cincinnati minus 1.5.
I have this as one of our picks. So let's
we'll leave it. I'm just saying that's a good ESPN.
Well, no, let's pick, when you pick one, let's just pick.
Oh, sweet. Okay. I'm gonna go Cincinnati minus 1.5 because that just is begging me to take it, right?
That line says, and like any normal person's like, well, obviously I'm going to take the 14th ranked Iowa team and essentially a pick. So yeah, you got to take Cincinnati.
Yeah, this is just I'm learning the betting lingo pick. This isn't like I know anything about Cincinnati. This is just minus 1.5, a 3-1 team against a 5-0 number 14th ranked Iowa State. By the way, Iowa State doesn't look that great. So
yeah, but they're finally just getting used to being back on U.S. soil from the Dublin game a month ago, Mike. True. We don't know.
Well, no, yeah. So there's an acclimation period, climatization.
I just remember watching the game. They were like, coaches we spoke to in the past said it took them a month to get back after this game. I swear, if you go back and watch that game, there's a segment about it. So that's a deep cut for anyone who was watching week 0 Dublin games, like the sickos.
Illinois at Purdue, whatever.
Who cares?
All right, 2:30.
I mean, Vanderbilt at Alabama.
That is a game. That is a good
game day. You're gonna have Saban dressed in his all whites or something.
But there's such a chance that we're hyping up Vandy too
100%.
Much. And this is Bama's like, we are definitely back. We beat Georgia and then we doubled down against Vanderbilt by 10.5.
And it's like it's not a look ahead game when you got your ass beat last year by this team.
Go to Vandy's schedule. Who have they beat?
I don't think it's that great.
South Carolina,
Georgia Southern.
Yeah.
Milwaukee, Brewers.
Why is this not moving? What the fuck?
It's okay. We believe in you.
I'm losing it.
It's almost midnight.
I'm losing it.
Jesus.
I'm sorry. We don't need to do this.
It's right here.
We don't need to look at Vandy's schedule and who they beat. I'm sure Cheddar can tell us.
We're going to look.
Chatter.
Texas, Florida.
Charleston.
All right.
Virginia Tech. That's who it was. South Carolina.
Yeah. 31-7. They beat South Carolina.
Yeah.
At South Carolina.
We're going to beat South Carolina 13-10.
Yeah. So Vandy, they beat South Carolina pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, it's
so the 10.5. I'll take Bama.
Yeah, this feels like a game where Bama routes in. It's like, oh man, that first game was a fluke.
Johnny Manziel will be at the game on the Vanderbilt sideline.
Good for him.
Is Theo Vaughn going to be there?
Not yet.
Hopefully. Penn State at UCLA.
Wait. Who was your pick, Brett?
I'll take Alabama.
All right, I'm going to go Vandy. And also, so it's on the record. Y'all both went Cincinnati, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going Iowa State.
Yes, we know.
Texas at wait. Never mind.
Hold on.
Go through.
Boise State Penn State at UCLA. Penn State minus 26.5. UCLA is dog shit.
They are, but you just never know how going on the road.
On the
way
road
to
after
West
that
Coast,
loss, they're scared of the West Coast now.
It's a tough spot to be Penn State.
Boise State at Notre Dame. Man, Notre Dame, huh? Just hanging around, lingers.
All we've seen was Boise State week 1.
Lingerer, man.
Yeah.
Linger.
Texas at Florida. Here's the game. The game of the day. Is it the game of the No, Florida State, Miami. Texas at Florida. Texas minus 6.5.
Vegas just looks at me every week and it's like, I fucking dare you.
Over under 41.5.
That's crazy.
I mean, Florida's defense is good and their offense is terrible, but
we don't know a thing about Texas.
Billy Napier said he saw a look in Wagner's
I saw
eye.
that.
So
yesterday, he's
so
like, I
take
saw a
the
look in
over.
his eye.
I'm gonna keep doing it.
I think you have
Give me
to.
Florida.
Give me Florida.
I'm gonna keep doing it.
Grant's gonna
I
take
already
Texas
had
and be
Texas.
free.
I already had Texas.
Yeah, I mean that's
thought,
probably the pick, but like
You won't fucking do it. You
yeah.
won't do it. Take Florida.
Yeah.
You won't do it.
at one of
I
these
thought
points
for sure
Florida's gonna-
one of y'all was going to take Texas.
Because it's just too easy. Yeah. Oh my God, Texas, they're athletes. Arch Manning stepped over
Yeah.
a guy like Allen Iverson. Florida's in shambles.
If it's so easy, wouldn't the over be, I don't know, 52?
I think there's a lot of respect for Florida's defense, and Texas has got dudes. So it's like Florida's probably not.
Maybe is
scoring
there a
much.
hurricane coming? Is it going to be raining or something?
I don't know. It's a gross line. Like
All right,
any
what else?
sane human would take Texas and just like have a fun afternoon, but we're idiots.
So but honestly, I mean those are your games, right? You got Vandy, Bama, and then Texas, Florida in that
So
2:30 slot.
I have another one at 2:30. The Virginia at Louisville.
I don't
care.
I don't
Virginia
know.
just beat.
We don't need that. We don't
Yeah.
need it. I appreciate it.
Hangover
no.
game. Take
Yeah.
Louisville at home.
Look at the line. Virginia just beat Florida State at Louisville, and it's Louisville minus 7.5.
I miss so much
Crazy.
that we used to just get a banger of an ACC game every Thursday night. The NFL really screwed us over. We used to get a Florida State Virginia game like 4 or 5 times a year where shit happened. Like every now and then it'd be a blowout and be like, oh, of course. But like we grew up in the time where Thursday night was like, well, Virginia Tech's playing Virginia Tech and Florida State, and it's just like doesn't happen anymore.
I don't know. I'll take Louisville.
And I think I don't
7.5. That's a lot.
Yeah, but every square is like, well, I mean, if you can beat Florida State,
62.5. Like, is this going to go down to the wire? Like,
are they saying it's another Florida State's type game?
But like, who cares what they're saying?
I want to know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know.
Miami, Florida State.
Hold on. Who'd you pick for this?
Louisville.
I'm going to go Louisville. All right, so Grant took Virginia. So 6:30 p.m. We've got Miami at Florida State. Miami is minus 4.5 on the road at Florida State. Give me Florida State.
I want to say Miami so bad.
Oh, 4.5. 4.5's kind of tight though. No, I think this is a rebound game for Florida State.
I'm going to take Miami in the under.
6:30 p.m. Can we get a replication of the Bama game at night, at home, against a Miami team that's really hyped? Are they that good? Probably. I think Florida State's pretty good, but I think they blew it. 4.5 is tight. Yeah. Okay. So Brett goes Miami. I'll go Florida State. Grant, what you got?
He's not going to pick this game. He doesn't know what he's going.
I'm calling this game, so I've got to recuse myself.
Give us a key to the game, Grant.
I've got Miami.
Really? Going against the family.
Yeah.
Mississippi State.
The other honorable mention game. So that was 5. The Cincy
Mississippi State A&M's a good game.
I'll take.
Yeah.
I'll ride with Mississippi State.
I'll ride Mississippi State there too.
The 14.5.
Yep.
Yes. That's
all right. If we want to add that one in,
I do have it on that now.
I do have it on. I thought that was juicy. I'm going Mississippi State as well.
Whoa.
Oh, so let's bet A&M for in real life.
And then the other one I had, it was an honorable mention pick was Texas Tech at Houston. They're both 4-0.
What's the line there?
It's Texas Tech 10.5, and it's at Houston.
Do we have any idea what Texas Tech's quarterback situation is?
They have a situation.
Yeah.
Well, in the Utah game, the quarterback went out and the backup came in and scored like 34 points in 4 minutes.
I think they lead the country in all offensive categories.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you like made me bet something, I would take the over. I'm not gonna lie to you and say I've watched a ton of Houston this year.
I like the over. I like
it's
that.
like 50.
50?
I like that pick because
I mean, it feels like Texas Tech can get in that 30 range.
Houston.
didn't we say this against Utah though, and they scored like 10 points?
Well, no, Texas Tech ended up scoring 34 in that game. It just all happened within like an 8-minute span.
Houston has won. They beat.
Pull up their scores. They beat SMU. Or no, Stephen F. Austin. Never mind. I was about to say, wait,
not Stephen M. Austin.
Yeah, not Sam.
Stephen A. Smith. This is both of their
Southern Methodist, the Sam Methodists.
So Stephen F. 27-0.
Houston.
I mean, both of them scored 30 points a game.
Look at that defense, though.
I kind of miss the Dion stuff. It's just gone.
Would you take Dion at LSU?
Yes.
Me too. I would 100% take him.
I had to take a breath, but the answer is yes.
Like,
would it ever happen?
No.
Never.
The answer is no.
No, we would get Jimbo before we got Dion.
Dude, Jimbo is smoking meats somewhere in his ranch.
You telling me Woodward wouldn't sashay on down there and be like, I can give you another 100 mil guaranteed.
Can you do it?
So now we're only
one last ride. You and the old gunslinger.
Yeah, like what are these conversations like? How delusional are these drunk whiskey conversations around a fire with the boys where you're throwing around 100 mil in a conversation? You know what kind of grandiose thoughts start coming through their minds? It's got to be just like that. It's got to be like,
you give me 10% of your buyout, though.
Yeah, just like making deals like one more time for the Gipper. And then like year 2, it's just like, what are you doing?
Sometimes you got to come home to finish out.
Like, wait, you let Haven go where?
Yeah, I don't know. I would take the over.
We don't have to actually pick that one.
But
we're only an hour and 40 in.
Only.
I think that's game.
Okay.
I think the writing's on the wall.
What you got?
Give us some more stuff.
There was a big event in New York.
Oh, the Ryder Cup. That was such an unfortunately miserable watch. And then Sunday was fun, but it also felt like it was never.
The minute I was notified, I was driving home. And the minute I was notified that like, we're back in this, like there's a possibility. It's not going to happen, but there's a possibility. Of course I believed. Of course I was like, I'm going to watch this while I'm driving on 12. No go.
If Bryson could have
Sunday
got the point,
on 12,
yeah.
You cannot like have YouTube pulled up on the phone in the center console and like glancing like and listen, I was listening, but I was also wanting to glance at some
Take
times.
a peek.
I took some peeks, but like there was no more peeking once I got to Lafayette. It was like these people are fucking nuts, out of control, dude. So I just had to listen. The minute I tuned in, it was like Lowry starting to like do his shit, like he's getting close. Henley leaving those putts short.
That's brutal. Henley played so good too. I think I saw that Henley played better than anyone that played that day except for Shane Lowry.
I watched the final hour of the Ryder Cup. So that was my
Rolex hour.
I watched the Rolex hour.
The Rolex hour was pretty sweet.
That was my context.
The
so like
build up the most abysmal, disgusting display of like television that I've ever seen. There's 4 balls in play and they're like a hole behind everywhere. It's absolutely like insane what happens on this TV broadcast. They're like moments ago, and you're just like, how are you moments ago on like 7 people?
What's crazy to me about this US team is like, dude, like Europe is so good with teams, with pairs. Like they're so complimentary.
We're like private equity golf, and they're just like the college team that's all boys.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
We're solo. We're like, hey, we'll do some singles, but like you pair me up. Like, I don't know what this cat's up to.
Things said to Rory McIlroy, disgusting.
Yeah, they were getting after
really
him.
Fucking good.
Why are you throwing me out?
No, shout out. Look,
because you called me a faggot.
It was here's
the thing, dude. That is crazy that we're at this point in time where people like don't understand why they're getting thrown out when you call Rory McIlroy fat.
What do you mean?
I know,
I
it's
was just
crazy.
having some fun.
like the self-awareness.
Is that not kosher here?
The self-awareness of the general public is so bad.
It's nuts. It's like
I'm not saying like we shouldn't get rowdy and we shouldn't put pressure, but like,
But if someone says like, dude, that's too far, you got to know what he means by it.
it's like, don't call me names.
Well,
you know what I mean? Like let's get nuts, let's get crazy, but like, I don't know. Just after I miss a putt, be like, yeah, motherfucker, like do some crazy
shit. Any
shit.
reasonable person knows that there is a line. Like if you want to make some jokes, if you want to drop, I don't care if you want to talk Pinehurst, talk about Roy's chokes. It's like that's totally fair game.
Some heckling.
But when you go a little wild and get too far, it's like I don't know. But again, when you set that thing up at Bethpage and the course was a fucking dud, but if you like set it up there, you charge $750 for a ticket and you just get a bunch of bros out there. It's just like, I don't know.
Yeah. What do you expect? And also,
it's hard not to root for the European team. It's like you watch them and you're like, they're having fun. They're playing for each other. Yeah. And it's like you watch us and it's just like outside of Bryson and JT, there's no juice.
No juice.
I think as much as I say JT
we can't
sucks.
talk about Jews.
God.
Everybody has the attitude of like a Xander and Cantlay.
Yes.
Like they're not absorbing Bryson's shit.
Yeah.
They're not absorbing.
And it also hurts when the best player on the planet for the last half decade is playing like the 100th best player on the planet. Like,
how about Griffin shitting his pants with Trump being like, I'm going to hang out on the tee box with like 25 snipers in the stands.
It's so funny. Bryson just couldn't be happier seeing Trump. And you could see Griffin was like,
oh yeah. He's like, let me put another pair of shades on.
But
also at the same time, like, I bet Rory, if he didn't have his babies walking around the course with him, he maybe would be a little more cool with it. But like, what do you expect when you have the family like strutting around with you and all this stuff? Like, I'm not saying it's excusable at all, but
I think it's fair to say that Rory puts up with a lot of shit and he's not like he's not constantly whining and complaining. And so it's like, I think you get a little bit of but that's different. I don't know. I'm
not doing this interview, Amanda.
Like Rory fan, but it's like obviously it's like shit crossed the line. But
wasn't he messing around with Bayless?
Balionis? That's always been the rumor. I don't know that was ever like confirmed, but I would guess the answer to that is yes. But look, I dog JT a lot. JT kind of sucks. I think JT has earned a Ryder Cup spot for as long as he's like an actual golfer.
Well, they're far deeper.
See, yeah.
I mean, like, there's no question about it. We're top heavy. They're far deeper.
But like 4 years ago when we won at home, it was like, oh my God, dude, the Euros have like Rom and that's it. And Rory's crying on
crazy.
The 18th
that's 4 years
at
ago.
Whistling Straits or wherever they were. And now it's like, I don't know, man. It's like, again, it's like hard not to root for the European team. They're having fun. They're kicking ass. Like
it's because you bet
make every fucking putt that they look at for 3 straight days.
Well, for me, I ride for Ludwig most majors. I'm like, hey, this is the week he's gonna do it. Lowry has been in a lot of our picks. Like those types of guys, like they have it in them.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like
Victor in the envelope.
And when those guys are playing passionately, it's really fun to watch. Not that Scotty and Bryce and all those guys aren't, but when they put them all in one environment and they do it and they actually win you those bets or they actually make those putts, it's exciting to see. I want US to dominate. I'm not like there's no.
I think the US Ryder Cup team is playing more like LSU than they're not moving the ball. They're not being able to run the ball. Look at these guys. Look how excited. Like the Euros just play together.
Not Keegan Bradley. Luke Donald is Lane Kiffin.
They like that. They just enjoy being around each other more than our team.
Justin Rose.
It feels.
Look at the picture.
Rose.
Yeah. Justin Rose is like the perfect example of a Ryder Cup guy.
Good for them.
It just feels very transactional on the US side.
And Tommy,
it's like, I need 200K, also. And it's just like these dudes,
they just have more fun. I think
they have more fun. They're just like, hey, we created golf.
Yeah, I think they genuinely enjoy this type of team. They're not better golfers. Pound for pound, they're not. Pound for pound, the Americans were better. But
I don't
No,
know.
I think
I don't
pound for
know that that's
pound.
true.
No?
I just
I think
don't
we're
know that
top
that's
heavy.
true.
I think pound for pound,
I mean, we have Scotty and Bryson.
they're better.
I don't know what's Xander done since he won the fucking half major.
Like
PGA.
we didn't even have fucking Jordan Travel, right? Like he wasn't even on the team. Like all of our historic good like dogs are not really around. Like Justin Thomas sucks.
Yeah, Justin Thomas gutted it out, man.
No, I'm not saying they didn't gut it out and make a
Shout
nice.
out Cam Young. We talked like 4 years
No,
ago.
he's saying like in general, just golfers.
Just general golfers. Would you take Hatton or would you take Cam Young right now?
Yeah.
Now, look, we talked 4 years ago when Scotty Scheffler took it to John Rahm in singles at the Ryder Cup of like, this is a moment where this dude's going to like maybe make a run here.
Yeah.
It could be a Cam Young situation because he had some big stones and played by far the best for the U.S. team and made a big putt to open it up.
What is your watch situation this week for college football? Or is this the Saturday where you do some yard work or you get some shit done?
I'll get some stuff done, but got an open weekend, I hope.
What about you, Grant? Oh, you got friends in
I've
town.
got friends
Oregon.
in town.
Who are they playing? They bye this week?
I think they're all.
We're both by. Yeah,
We're both.
We're both.
But I'm gonna put the
Two best teams.
I'm gonna put the
Dante Moore Heisman
projector up. First time they'll be able to see that. They don't do that at their house, so it's gonna throw them off.
I don't.
Most people don't.
Yeah,
These people from Oregon have no idea what a projector looks like.
Yeah, they don't do the projector.
So I know the slate's not like great, but it'll still be fun.
No, there's enough games in every window. You don't have to have 17 TVs.
You don't need to quad
bet
it every time.
We'll be able to put some bets in his for like legal bets.
Like at night, you watch Miami and Florida, and you check in on Mississippi State A&M and see if anything's going on there.
The irises are coming back in the ditch. I've been working hard on those. I'm going to clean up the yard. Going to paint the bedroom. Going to fix the guest toilet.
Busy day.
Busy Saturday. I'm going to get a haircut. I'm going to put a bed frame together.
Nice little Saturday.
Big Saturday.
Little Home Depot type of weekend.
Home Depot Saturday. Or Ace Hardware.
All right. I think we got our use out of the studio.
Thank you, Lettuce Media and Palette North Shore, for letting us jump in here and record this podcast. Over and out.
From your storefront cemetery, hear me hailing from inside and realize I am the touch, it's clear. You ain't no ecstasy. You are all we might be. Up on the same flash, staring at the sun. Oh, my voice, savoring now, staying in the sea. Oh, I'm all there, and then I'll go down. Your mouth is open wide, the lover is inside, and all the tumble's done.